Sorry for the late start tonight. Thank you for joining me on a Friday. It's been quite the day. Generally good stuff. We're going to start with Sword of the Stars, The Pit. Brand new to this game, so we'll see how far we can go. I finished the game that I had started last week, and this is a relatively new game that I'm going to be loading. So let's just jump straight into it. Now, I've learned a little bit more of the game since I started playing it last week. It does seem to me that I have a bit of a problem in terms of keeping food in me, but I'll maybe try and just go over a little bit about what's going on inside the game. You need to sort of manage your inventory, collect as much as you can, and generally stay alive in this horrible place. I seem to be doing relatively well, at least as far as all the items are concerned. I've got quite a bit of ammo. I'm a little bit worried about, let's say, my blade being damaged, which, you know, is the reason I don't have it equipped right now. But I kind of have this, you know, I have a fairly nice arsenal with me right now. The only thing I'm worried about is this blue bar in the bottom left-hand corner. It's at 367 out of 860. And I don't really have a whole lot in terms of options. These are all, you know, rotten. The Tarka war bread is a good one, but, you know, stale bread, moldy bread, none of this stuff is particularly appetizing. So I'm hanging on to it as long as I can in hopes of finding something a little bit better. You know, maybe being able to cook some of this stuff. But if I get desperate, obviously, I can try and eat some of it. And I'm playing the Marine character, which is definitely focused around killing stuff, which is about all I'm good for right now. This is the game's equivalent of a mimic, it seems like.
Got no time to bleed. Damn it, that smart. Damn it, that smart.
So I'm taking a lot of damage here. I'm not entirely worried about it, though, because I have generally been able to come back from some relatively bad scrapes. I don't know if there is a way to... I don't know if there's a way to find out what the enemy health is, but I don't think I've done a lot of damage to that yet, so I think I prefer not to waste the assault rifle ammo, but I think the target pistol would be a good thing to start with. This game is a turn-based game. So I can basically take all the time that I want. The reason why the action kind of seems to be very fast-paced at times is just because there's a lot of enemies. So.
I'm a killing machine.
So I didn't exactly handle that well. I would have preferred not to take as much damage. I don't know who made that sound. But hopefully I'll be free of an encounter for a while, so... The only catch with my strategy right now in terms of this kind of tanking
Got no time to bleed. Good thing I'm tough. Got no time to bleed. Got no time to bleed.
It's gonna be a short playthrough,
Just a flesh wound.
Yep, that's it. Oh. That was definitely... Oh. That's Sword of the Stars. Thank you for watching. Alright, let's play again.
Got no time to bleed.
Well, this is unlucky. Normally shaking these trees will let me get some fruit, which will be handy later on in the pit.
Taking damage!
I should have leveled up. I haven't quite figured out what these stat points are up for yet. By the way, I just noticed somebody excited. Welcome to the channel. It's brand new to the Sword of the Stars, the pit, so if you are looking for expert play, this is probably not the best channel, but love to keep you here if you're interested in watching. So one of the things that I ran into on this game is I'm not 100% sure if might and finesse have anything to do with traits like health. But I believe finesse has something to do with weapons, so I'm going to try and at least even some of this stuff out. And I also understand you get an extra point if you... Sorry, you have less cost if you've used a particular skill since you last leveled up, so I should be able to get foraging as well. Apparently not, so... Pistol I wind up using a lot, and that's it.
It's what I do.
So I think I'm out of luck with these trees. Yeah. Hopefully the experience will count for something though, so... Or it could be the fact that I'm shaking these large ones. Maybe these will give me the fruit I'm looking for. Nope, I'm just unlucky. The only thing I'm not crazy about for this is the damage that you do to your weapon. So it's great that I'm getting experience and all, but I really like using the blade, and I think I've already had 2 units of damage done to it already, so... I believe you can get duck bait in the pit.
Crap! Got no time to bleed. Good thing I'm tough.
It's nice that I'm getting all of these trees to work with, but seem to just be generating more monsters than benefits. Oh well, gives me practice dying, which I think I'll be doing a lot this year.
Apes one, monsters nothing.
Okay, well, 2 levels before we've gone in, so... Pretty much at this point I always want to put something into Warmind and Blade, because Warmind I don't use that often, but I would like to when I get to a high enough level. I also end up using Pistol a lot, and at this point here I'm not... Oh, hang on. I think I will try for foraging, because I think will wind up helping me a bit in my my quest for food. Unfortunately that's kind of hurt me in terms of any pistol upgrades, so I think at this point, let's see what these things do. So I've got some points in resistance, which wouldn't necessarily be bad, but it's just resistance to psi attacks, which I don't run into a lot on the few levels that I've done. And okay, so the the level 40 TK fist seems kind of interesting. What would be the equivalent here? Yeah, but for 35, so 5 levels less, and I get the psi armor. So, against my better judgment, I think I'm going to put the point into resistance, but honestly, I don't actually think I'm going to wind up leveling it up enough for it to matter. Alright, well, I think I've wasted as much time as I can up here. Let's go see what terrible things await me.
Gone! Stung! Got no time to bleed.
Okay, raw meat's nice. Again, I'll want to cook this and hopefully put it into something, but it's, sorry, buddy.
Rock on!
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of food now, so it seems like I should definitely consider some more foraging at the early stages of the game. Alright, well, I can't really complain about the rotten cheese after a run like that. I'm assuming, too, the deeper I go, the better stuff we'll find out of these, so it could wind up being... something that pays off in the long term as well. I obviously haven't made it far enough to really figure out quite what this game does to you in the later levels. If there's anything you guys would like to know about the game as well, I definitely don't know that much myself. But I actually quite like this. It's a really neat title. The only problem that I run into is that, unlike something like FTL, where it's quite clear sort of what I want to do as a character and what my strategy is, this I find a little bit more difficult to give some commentary for. So certainly, if there's something that interests you about this, or of course any feedback that you'd like to give, because I'm certainly not playing this exceptionally well, feel free to just jump in a comment. I'll do my best to read while I play.
Ah, yeah!
One thing I'm also not clear on is obviously each action that I'm taking is taking a certain amount of time. That'll translate into food. I would say a food penalty, but certainly maybe not the best use of my food. And my reasoning is that usually most of these actions that I take wind up giving me some bonus to my skill. Even failure
Good thing I'm
will occasionally improve what I have. Just practice makes perfect, I think, is the reasoning here. And it's also a potential experience bonus, as you saw from opening the locked door. So I'm not entirely sure if it's worth it for me to do these near guaranteed failures, opening or not even necessarily a guaranteed failure, but let's say, opening a locked door in a room that I can already exit. I don't know if that translates to a significant food cost, relative to what I can do as a... Oh, thanks for that. I'm afraid the only option that I have right now is to make the gain particularly low. The microphone that I'm working on isn't particularly good. I hope that's better though. Let me know if you'd like to have a change. Okay. No, that's cool. Thanks for watching. I definitely have a lot of questions, although some of the fun, I suppose, is figuring out how the game is continuing to kick my ass. This is only the second time I've played it, definitely, and the first time I've done it kind of extended on stream. But if there's anything you'd like to, yeah, great, thanks. Yeah, certainly if there's anything you'd like to offer on it, I'm happy to learn. Yeah, you know, I'm honestly not that worried about something like spoilers. I kind of accept that having an open chat is going to it's going to result in something like that. Oh wow, that's like my Dota time. It definitely seems to be a game that a lot of people have a great love for. That's certainly what attracted me to the title. But I definitely haven't put the time in to really see what this game has to offer.
Another medal.
That's cool. So what? Actually, I was going to say one of the things I've noticed is that something like Kerbal Space Program, which is one of the things I normally do, or even FTL, tends to be a game that I can give a bit of commentary for, or something like that. If you stream it regularly, what's your normal approach? Do you just kind of talk about some of the decisions that you're making, or? Nice. I'm assuming you must have probably seen Lethal Frag play this game. He's actually the one who kind of first brought it to my attention. Yeah, that's cool. I have a suspicion this is probably a game that definitely benefits from having somebody show you what's going on in it. So that was one of the appeals of Kerbal Space Program was, even though I was learning it, one of the things I enjoyed was education. Oh, really? I mean, I really like his style of streaming in general. But yeah, I mean, basically Frag was the one who sort of introduced me to the pit, so... I don't even really know what I'm doing at this inventory anymore, but... Nice. I really appreciate you mentioning some of the streamers that do that as well, because certainly I can benefit from some knowledge in terms of how the game operates. I think this will, yeah, drain my side.
Good thing I'm tough.
Oh, fair enough. It always winds up really messy anyways, even after I do my best to organize it, so... Not unlike my room, really. Well, that's nice.
Crap! Damn it, that smart. Ow!
So one of the things I tend to notice in this game is I lose quite a bit in terms of the durability of a weapon. Is that just kind of part of the territory, or should I be using my fists more on a particular enemy? Okay, that's interesting actually. I kind of went for the Marine just because they did the tutorial with him. Certainly kind of simplified the idea of the Psi abilities, which I don't think are particularly complicated, but in games like this I tend to be very direct in terms of what I use. I think I should try a new class though, because I think this will be my third game with the Marine, and the second time I did relatively okay until I just started tonight's stream and promptly got executed. Okay. Floor 3. Alright, we'll see how well I can do with punch.
Taking damage. Ah!
Oh! Oh, I should have looked to see who's there. So... Oh god, I didn't even know this stuff was here. This will be helpful. Yo.
No time to bleed.
My mouse aim leaves something to be desired. Yeah, I don't know how many times I've been just completely wasting ammo on something that probably was quite immune.
No problem. Taking damage.
Yeah, I should actually maybe just take a second and look over this. That turret doesn't seem to be... Oh, here it is. Okay, cool.
Oh, crap.
Which is a way to go back. So definitely this time around, I seem to be getting more in terms of food. I know I put more points into foraging, but it also seems like the creatures are dropping more as well. I don't think I've encountered one of these things before. Oh, yes I have.
rocks. Got no time to bleed. Another medal.
So I'm sure it'd be wonderful for experience. Yeah, actually, that was one of the things that I noticed about FTL is that as much as I wanted to yell at it for, throwing me something nasty, I think I can't really think of any runs that have gone south that I couldn't ultimately blame on my play. This sort of seems to be in a very similar spirit.
Another medal. That one stung. That one stung. Oh, man. That one stung. Another medal. Just a flesh wound. Crap. Oh, man.
One other thing I learned about this was
Just a flesh wound. Got no time.
I tended to freak out about any kind of damage I was taking, but a fractional amount like what these viruses are giving is not
Got no
the
time
end of the
to
world.
bleed. That one stung. Ow! Ow! That one stung. Ow! Oh, man. Good thing I'm tough. Booyah! Another medal.
Now I noticed a tendency to set off alarms, but I haven't actually seen an effect that it gives. I'm assuming it generates more monsters though, right?
Taking damage. That one stung. Ow! Oh. Good thing I'm tough.
Shadow bat.
Oh, okay, that explains a lot actually. I remember, I think my very first run,
Oh, man.
I think like 6 of them came out of nowhere.
Just a flesh wound. Got no time to bleed. Another medal. Just a flesh wound. That one stung. Another medal. Another medal. Apes one, monsters nothing.
I remember there was a bed somewhere on this level. Uh-oh.
Ow!
Yeah, actually, that's one thing I was a little worried about, is I seem to be taking a lot more armor damage. I've not been as worried about the, not as worried about the health, just because I seem to be able to regenerate it by a bed. Oh, you know what? The bed was on the other floor. Okay, I was kind of anticipating that, or on having that, but I think I can use the med kit just to keep me going. Where'd I put that thing? I could have sworn you started with a med kit. Oh yeah, here it is. Oh, that's good to know. I believe this is normal difficulty. I just hit resume from the one that I did before, but I don't see why it set it to anything different.
Good thing I'm tough. I'm a killing machine. Now the metal. Taking damage. Now the metal.
So my idle hope is that one day I'll get to use the life leech for Warmind, but in all honesty, I'm not going to live that long.
Ow!
Oh, all right. That's funny. I think Warmind is one of the ones that they make you use in the tutorial as well. So they're leading me astray.
Who's a smart monkey?
I guess that's what I get for being a late adopter. Good God. Yeah, 20 turn lockdown is a little excessive.
Just a flesh wound.
I'm not quite sure why they're not bugging me, but it's nice to... I'm trying to get a little bit better at timing exactly how many turns it takes me to do an action so they can just walk across the room, but not as successful as I'd like to be sometimes.
Got no time to bleed.
Yeah, definitely
Good thing
when it
I'm
comes to any of these enemies that take down my health, or not my health, my psi, I just kind of let them, because I
stung.
haven't gotten accustomed to using psi, so I don't really miss it.
That's smart. Good thing I'm tough. Oh, crap.
Oh god, did I just... This is our... Okay. Okay, gotcha. So I guess it's like any advanced mechanic in a game, which is maybe not the best to start out with, but certainly once you're at a point where you can understand it. Well, I mean, honestly, it's about the only thing that I can do, right? I'm certainly not going to have anybody watch me because I'm good at playing the game. And it's, I mean, it's nice to interact with people, right? It's not exactly like I make a career out of this, but it's, I mean, pretty much all the time I've gamed, it's always been with other people. So even in a single player game, if there's people that I can share the experience with, it's worth doing.
That one stung. Ow! Got no time to bleed.
It's wasteful, but... Oh wow, that's the most I've ever seen. Okay. No, so what exactly do you mean by skills leveling naturally to 45? I guess I can't cook more than one meat. Oh, what? I didn't know you only got one use out of it. Oh, well. Okay, that's a good thing to know, actually. definitely do my best to take the opportunities where I can. But the fact that there's kind of a cap, for lack of a better term, is actually helpful to know. I think I needed a blade on this guy last time.
Good thing I'm tough. Got no time to bleed. Good thing I'm tough. Good thing I'm tough. Another metal stuff.
Okay, so 1 to 5 for a cook. That was just an unlucky one then. Is there anything else? Yeah, there is. It might have been an idea to do that at the end of the level, but I have a suspicion one nasty wave would have ended me, so... And I think I'm locked out of this. At least I got some ammo. Not crazy about the durability, but I saw this as a armor rating, so...
You got no time to bleed.
That's nice. I know my tendency usually is to try and go for harder modes on games. In fact, that's usually the default, but I kind of know that the pit doesn't really seem to be one of those games that you just jump into hard mode on, so... It's a little bit like FDL, actually. I have gotten so close to so many flagship wins, and just at the last minute, there's always something to take me down, so... It's nice though, I mean, especially with the decrypted messages and the fact that they kind of keep going through the SOT stacks. This game definitely seems to have quite a bit of replayability, even if I did, you know, get to the bottom at the first time round.
Security bond Mark 1.
Another medal.
Might have been some overkill, but...
Ow! Taking damage. Ow! Ah! Got no time to bleed. That one stung. That one stung. Good thing I'm tough. That one stung. Ugh.
Yeah, I can see how it might turn into a grind if you play it quite regularly. I think this is probably one of the best times for a game of this nature, which is, everything's brand new to me. So even if it's quite repetitive in terms of some of the combat or that, it's still a brand new game, which is really exciting. So. I don't think I've encountered one of these traps before.
No time to bleed. Another medal. Just a flesh wound.
Okay, that's good to know. I'm almost certain that I had walked on. Oh, wait, you mean the colored traps, not the acid sprays trap that I wound up on, right?
Damn it, that smocks. Got no time to bleed. Ow! Oh, crap. That one stung. Another medal.
It'd actually be interesting if they had a way of working in some kind of progression with the traps. I think if you just kept the same color consistently, it'd be dull, right? Because you just need one walkthrough online if you're inclined to do that, and it'd kind of defeat the purpose. But maybe adjusting the probabilities based on how you had encountered them might be a little more consistent in terms of what they do with the SOT specs and things like that.
Got no time to bleed. Got no time to bleed. It's what I do. That one stung.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if that was just a set value or if that was because of the Marine, but that's good to know, because certainly the Marine seems to be doing well with might, let's say.
Oh, crap. I'm a killing machine.
Okay, now it's almost seeming like things like might have a bit more, like that one definitely seems to be very resistance oriented. Do they have any bearing on things like health, or is that just something that's either a function of the character class or is the same for everyone?
Just a flesh wound.
Oh, it's dead. Jesus Christ. Okay, cool. Now, I know there's a massive lag between the stream and chat. I've never seen the point of one of these XP banks. Unless there's XP interest. But if it's important, I'd love to know. Oh. Probably should put that on first.
Got no time to.
Okay, cool. Actually, incidentally, on that level 45 rule, is that the modified level 45? Like the one that I've gained from my stat points? Or is that 45 naturally? Okay, cool. So, pretty much anything. Oh, well, rifle I should be. Oh, wait, but I don't use her. That was stupid. Oh, well. And that's neat to know about the blue room. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I can think of that a lot of this food would be kind of helpful. You know, I think I'll skip it this time and just remember for next. I think that, yeah, it destroys random item.
Just a flesh wound.
Okay, cool. Right, and the stat corresponds to this, so if I wanted to improve my, basically my weapon ability, I'd move that up in finesse, whereas if I want to improve, well, blade, that's interesting actually, so the majority of stuff that I like using is actually finesse oriented. I think I should just round off my might at 80 and maybe move into more finesse then. I like that the tainted meat apparently has a higher food value than my regular meat. I think it's time to live dangerously. Yeah, I can live with disease.
That one stung. Another medal. Ah.
Oh, wow. Jesus. Nope.
Oh yeah!
So I mean, my reasoning behind just trying to dump something in this is to see if there's some kind of a singleton like cooked meat, but it doesn't, like, none of this stuff really sort of lends itself towards it really doesn't lend itself towards, oh, this obviously built something, so I'm not quite sure what to do with it, to be honest. This is probably just going to destroy two really useful items, but maybe I'll make a Ninja Turtle. Alright. I really hate the fact this is the only door in here. Oh, wait a minute. Well, no, I don't want to drop ever, or do I? Okay, yeah, let's just drop everything. Oh, well then. Oh, crazed tar- was that the thing I just killed, or is that the thing that I'm about to? Oh, great, thanks.
Just a flesh wound. Ow!
Okay, so rather than find out whether or not this door trap is actually going to activate, I might as well just eat the food because I'm...
wound. Oh man.
Yeah, there've been a couple of people coming in and out intermittently, so... Although, I'll be honest, I don't check the number as much as I should. I think I probably said this before, but my only drawback with the pit is I do tend to notice I'm a lot more quiet playing it than some of the other games. That's cool though, they've actually been really helpful. I mean, the sod stack tip was great, and I think the drop all prevented me from sitting here for half an hour dropping pieces of bread.
Taking damage. Ow!
Well, I'm still in this wonderful point where I have absolutely no expectations in terms of my streaming, but it is nice to at least acknowledge the presence of somebody when they're here. So. I wonder if I can see the map in this state. Yes, I can. I remember there was a wait key. Oh god, how do I stop resting? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny, like in terms of some games, I find it very easy just to just be very articulate in terms of what my thought process is.
That one stung.
I don't like him.
Got no time to bleed.
But I think maybe because this one I'm still learning, I'm a little hesitant to give voice to some of the ideas I have, just because I think I may be a little spooked from just trying to say something that's demonstrably false. I should probably be reading the manual at some point, but why read when you can play a game? Yeah, I started reading, I can't remember how many chapters I got in, but it's definitely, I mean, it's so rare to have a manual in a game in the first place, but I definitely picked up some useful stuff out of it, and I suspect
Just a flesh wound.
some of the trouble I'm having in terms of stats would be resolved by some quality time with the manual. That said, I didn't know I was going to be playing the pit tonight. I kind of decided that at the last minute, so next week I'll probably be more prepared. Not that it's not fun to jump blindly into a game like this. Can't remember if this thing's a devil or not.
Ghost Maker.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't even know that there was actually a manual bundled with the game. They make reference to it in the tutorial, but I basically just did a Google search for it and found it on their website.
Got no time to bleed.
Not that I'm unhappy with that outcome, actually, because I found out, oh god, I can't remember the developer name, but they're based in the city I live in, so I have no idea why that makes a difference. It's not like I'm going to visit them, but I feel patriotic, I suppose.
Crap.
Yeah, is it Kerber? You know what? I should actually probably Google. I know it's here somewhere. Oh yeah, Kerberos Productions, based in Vancouver, BC. As I It's one thing that I like. I know at the university I'm at, they had made mention. I'm not a computer science major, but I am a tutor in it, or not a tutor, a teaching assistant. And I know they were talking a little bit about comp sci jobs in the city, and they were talking about how the gaming, like the gaming element was decreasing because I think EA was pulling out or something like that. But I'm not entirely convinced that that's the case. I think large developers maybe holding back has resulted in a lot of these really interesting studios coming up, which are maybe smaller, but are definitely creating some really interesting games. This one is one of them, but I can also remember checking out a couple of my major is economics, so I do tend to check out some of the Government of Canada, just some of the things that they're spending on. And there's a lot of really good games that have been financed through some of these arts grants. I don't believe The Pit was one of them, but I mean, just as a general point, whether or not somebody wants to talk about, it's terrible that large companies are moving out of Vancouver, I think there's definitely a number of really good independent developers that are coming to take its place and just generally making games that I want to play more. Oh, that's nice to know. Was it, when you say crowdfunded, was it a Kickstarter or was it something like Indiegogo?
No time to bleed. Taking damage.
Well, that's that. Oh, that's interesting. They went from Kickstarter to Indiegogo, actually, because I know for a while Kickstarter was primarily US. Now that doesn't really mean a whole lot if you're paying the majority of your Oh, so you mean this new game that they funded through Indiegogo didn't succeed on Kickstarter, so they used a different platform? That's actually really interesting to me that they found better success on the Indiegogo platform, because I know Kickstarter sort of seems to have that household name element. I'll have to check it out next, actually. So, normally around this time I usually try to take a break, just get up and stretch a little bit. I'll just be gone for about 3 minutes or so. If you go off to another stream, that's totally fine. Thank you very much for showing up. If you want to hang out, I'm just going to take a minute. Encourage you to do so the same if you've been sitting for a while, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, great. Thank you very much for waiting. Let's get rid of the text. Alright, actually I'll admit the plan for tonight was actually just to do one round of the pit, but I like this game. I think I'll do one more viable run, and let's try something new. I think you said it was the Scout and Ranger. I seem to remember were the two that you said were good for starting players. Definitely like the rounded out stats. Oh, nice. Okay, actually, I think that that 3 movement seals it for me. I mean, the Scout seems interesting, but definitely the Ranger seems to be very... Oh, okay. Now I'm indecisive. You know what? Let's go for the Ranger. He's got a ninja mask. Is there really just one tree up here?
Lost the scale that time. I was born to kill the... Let me go!
So I think for this one I'm going to try and keep the stats a little bit closer to each other. And what do I got for weapons? Pistol, and I think that's a blade? Okay, cool. I will check out that tail whip as soon as I figure out the last thing I want to put a point into. Oh, nice. I guess there's no way to see any stats on that, but... Oh, okay, I wasn't sure that you could swave, or sorry, I wasn't sure you could save skill points. Yeah, that was something I got from the manual, but for some reason I was under the impression that if you leveled up and hadn't spent skill points, that you would lose them, so that's good to know, because definitely I don't mind waiting to get the most out of those points. Yeah, this tail swipe's no joke.
Oh, they hit hard. Another kill. Not the tail.
I should feel bad for doing that, but I don't. Oh, let's see. So sorry, I go in my inventory, right click the hotbar. Oh, this thing. Not that I don't trust you, but I'm curious now. I'm very numbers driven. Oh wait, I have to be, yeah. Oh god! Okay, here we go. So, I'm assuming this means that might improves its... Oh no, it requires, never mind. So that's 5. 2. $35. Oh, that's accuracy, so 12 and 14. Okay. This is definitely a much better character for at least how I normally like to play games like this.
Excellent.
I suspect I'll probably get horribly diseased at least once until I learn my lesson, but... Yeah, you know, the one thing I've tended to notice about a lot of games are that you generally manage squishy as long as it's made up for with some kind of damage. I know, like, I don't know if you play a lot of Dota or at all, but one of the first heroes I liked the most was Vengeful Spirit, who isn't exactly known for being something, you know, a hero that can take a lot of damage, but just that extra mobility and her really useful tool set of skills just was really appealing to me. So I don't know if I could make an analogy between this character and that hero, but certainly
What? No applause.
certainly this kind of playstyle is quite a bit more appealing to me than something like the Marine. Not that I dislike the Marine, it's just this is better. Yeah, regrettably, I don't think I can have a conversation without mentioning Dota, but I don't need to make a habit of it.
I'll fill this pit with corpses. They hit hard. Bleeding hells. Need better armor. Oh. Oh. Oh.
I think I may have to go to the pistol in a second.
Oh.
You know, one nice thing about this tail too, because I apparently can't click, it definitely helps on my, I didn't even know that was a creature. One nice thing about it is even if I wind up clicking the area beside it, it still does damage. Oh, that's right.
Thank you, goddess.
Ghost Maker. Rapid Bat.
Sardo watches over me today.
I need to get used to that third movement point. I think I've been a little too conservative in terms of charging in on people. And as you point out, SAR usage. Well, that's not the worst teleport trap I've ever gone into. Well then.
Abomination.
Fortune favors the bold.
Thank you, goddess.
Okay, so now I will tempt fate and say, clearly there can't be two traps that take down my health.
better armor. Oh.
I think.
The things are quick. Abomination. Abomination. Oh. Abomination. The things are quick.
So it seems like I didn't lose the points as I was under the
you
impression
die,
of, so
as it
I
should
will hang on to the others.
Need better armor. I could keep a tally. Oh.
I think that was one of those thief drones. Yes, scavenger bot. 2 scavenger bots.
Ah. Oh. Oh, they hit hard. The things are quick. Need better armor. I'll fill this pit with corpses. Oh.
I know sometimes when they run, I wind up losing the item, so I'm not quite sure what triggers a loss as opposed to just picking it back up again.
Sado watches over me today. Need better armor. Oh.
Oh god, I meant to
Ah.
try and pick that up.
Rapid battle.
Yeah, that's normally the plan. In terms of streaming, I wanted to commit myself to doing one stream every Friday. I got a later start tonight, but that was just because of transit problems. To be honest, I haven't really had a lot of time for any of the bonus days. My intention would be to do some more regular streaming if I can, but I wanted to make sure that I was at least regularly hitting a consistent date. And then if I could slowly add an extra day to that, especially once school lightens up, I'd kind of take it from there. It seems a bit easier to me to add to an existing schedule, and at least I've gotten in the habit of regularly logging in and playing something, rather than taking like this really ambitious, 3 days a week or something like that, and then finding out, oh, hey, I've got midterms, I'm not going to show up. The one thing I'll say, even with just a one day schedule, every single stream there's been a few people show up and just be really encouraging or just really nice to talk to in this stream, and that's, I mean, certainly the pit seems to have a very close knit community, as you pointed out. I suspect you're partially responsible for that, in fact. But even something like Kerbal Space Program, I remember somebody who's just really interested in the game. We got to talk about what it was like to learn. So it was not actually something I was expecting from Twitch, given what I normally see in some of the bigger channels. But it's been this nice bonus. It's not just me talking to a vacuum.
I like that.
Definitely been getting quite lucky on these messages.
Didn't even use my tail. Oh.
I was wondering if they did it that way, because it definitely seemed... it didn't seem like they'd have some kind of preset number in terms of, you know, you've got 20% success, so, you know, we're just going to give you half the message. It's also kind of neat that you could be awesome at decoding and still wind up with a spotty message just because of some unfortunate RNG. It's a nice touch. Of course I do. Alright, well... that was unlucky. Oop.
Oh. Oh, they hit hard. The things are quick.
So, one thing that kind of interests me is not every colored doorway that I go through actually activates a trap. So is this just the game deciding not to activate it, or are some of these just decoys?
Abomination. Bleeding hells.
Oh, yeah, no problem. So I was just curious, I noticed that some of the colored doors that I go up to don't actually activate any kind of a trap, so I was just curious if some of them were decoys, or if, you know, for whatever reason the game just wasn't activating that particular trap.
Not the tail.
Okay, fair enough.
The things are quick. Not the tail. That was careless. That was careless. Not the tail. Brilliant as ever. Not the tail.
They should have paid more attention to my health. Kind of want to see what else this has for me, but what have I got for health? That was so stupid of me. I forgot that took time to put on. Oh well. That was fun. I definitely want to do another one of those, though. That wasn't a chance to see the hero at his best. Yeah, I was just being greedy. I was trying to wait to find a bed or something like that. But clearly hoarding healing items doesn't matter if you die on the first few floors.
The things are quick. Well done.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure games like this are just our modern version of parables.
I'll fill this pit with corpses. Quick. Need better armor. Give my regards to Varponu.
Actually, I think I killed a new creature before I died last time. I should check that out.
Rapid bat.
I'm pretty sure I did, at least. You know, not worth looking for right now, but
That was careless. Almost too easy. Another kill.
Well, it seemed clever to stack them at the time, but... Oh wow, I didn't even know that. I kind of thought that that was it with the gold edition. So I'm gonna have to check. There's a side of me that doesn't want to, you know, get DLC when I haven't even explored sort of the quote-unquote original version of the game. Of course, I'm already playing a fairly enhanced version, but
Scale that time.
that might be one that's worth a blind purchase, I think, because it's certainly I certainly see why this game is so popular. I also got a research job, so I'm in a little bit more money than I was expecting to be this month. So. Okay, so I'm behind. I know the story for this is kind of fixed on the plague. Do any of the DLC add to the story at all, or is it just kind of is it just more content in terms of what you can do inside the existing framework?
Need better armor. Abomination. Need better armor. I'll fill this pit with corpses.
Rabid bad.
Man, they really know how to pick the the words I want to read. Is that my melee that just went up? I wouldn't even know if I saw it. Wait, that should be in, Good lord. I know there have been two other Sword of the Stars games. Yeah. Yeah, I knew that there'd been some other games, but I didn't quite know there was 450 pages of lore worth. Okay, cool.
That was careless. Need better armor.
I'll be honest, I actually like I like it when a company does that, because certainly you can see a you know, somebody who's maybe a little bit more I don't know, motivated by profit margins. You know, do we really need to hire another writer, or so on and so forth. But it seems to me that kind of writing certainly is something that fans generally want, and it's kind of a nice way of you know, of giving support to people, you know, in a creative field like writing, which is obviously hard to make a living in. It's a way that you can sort of use their talent in a way that enhances the product and not making it like charity. I kind of wish more people would take that opportunity. Which is not to say, I mean, I have a few friends who do actually write professionally, but certainly it would be nice to see more people treating it as more than a hobby. Employers wise, of course.
Not the tail. Oh, they hit hard.
As much as I'd like to continue my foolish quest of activating every trap I walk by, I'd rather not do that in the middle of combat.
The things are quick. Another kill.
Really?
I should keep a tally.
I should actually check the credits on this. That's actually really... I mean, I know there's a lot of one-man teams in any development, but this is definitely a very impressive product for the work of one programmer.
I need a martial trainer for this. The things are quick. Need better armor. Lost a scale that time. Bleeding hells.
Definitely like the tail swipe for that generating enemy. Breeding enemy, whatever.